Hey, I'm back. Yeah, it's me. Basically the best fish NA. Don't check the PR. I'm in this Minecraft world because it's kind of 4 in the morning. So before I get into anything, quick tour, shall we? Bed, storage, furnished nether portal, farm, also my farm. Here's my enchantment table. I kind of spawned in a jungle biome, but I didn't want to make my house in the jungle biome because that gets annoying. So I kind of just came to this really whack island. Here's the anti-enderman defense matrix. Here's my AFK fish farm that I kind of don't use. Here's a bridge that's still a work in progress. Here's where I'm supposed to hatch turtles, but I haven't stood still here long enough for it to happen. Also, I think I have to replace these eggs closer to the actual ocean, but whatever. And here's where I'd keep the animals if I didn't accidentally kill a mass majority of them by accident. Okay, cool. With all that out of the way, I'm kind of using this video as a explanation because I disappeared for I don't even know how long. Probably been like a few months now. Now, naturally, I know there's not exactly a buttload of people waiting for my return. You know, I'm not Corey or whatever. But also, like, I don't like not uploading, even if it's just for like 3 people to watch and enjoy. I kind of disappeared for like a hot minute from Fraymakers, and like it's a new year, Merry New Year, and I kind of want to already upload more. And it didn't take too long for the game to bother me. The new assists just came out, and I still play casually on and off, like pretty decently. Low key, it was just so many things that was happening last year that I kind of just ended up flat out dropping the game to some degree. It was pretty bad. I will say it was a mix of personal and a mix of the game, to be fair. I don't feel like getting personal, but like I feel like there's a lot of complaints that everybody's talking about in Fraymakers that are taking a little too long to properly get fixed, get patched. I'll play like a clip or 2 of some of the things I kind of deal with when I'm farming for clips, especially with how small the community is. I kind of am only allowed to farm for clips against top players and pros and stuff, in which if you've played any competitive game, that's not as fun or easy as it might sound. That gets very annoying, very frustrating, very fast. It's not it's not the funnest experience. It's not like Brawlhalla either, where I was kind of able to get clips and then make a montage like I want to say like about every month. I was making montages in my peak because there's no quick play in Fraymakers. If you queue up for quick play, no one will be there because it's a ghost landed. So I was only farming against pro players, and fighting against pro players means I'm fighting against the most optimal players to some degree. And while I don't hate the fact that they're playing optimally, because at that point they're just playing the game, I did kind of hate having to play against optimal gameplay at all times. And you know, honestly, like that's not the main problem. The main problem is the fact that I didn't do anything about it to some degree. Like there's custom content, and I purposely didn't get into custom content, not really trying to avoid it or something crazy like that. Like I think custom content is sick. Every time I see cool custom content, I go crazy about it. I actually think I have like an entire break the targets custom content because there was some cool tech you could do with fish on one of them. More so, I didn't get into custom content because I just felt a lack of content that I can make off of custom content. You know, there's already people like Into the Fray. People like Into the Fray is already really making the custom content scene a thing, talking about all the cool assists, who they're made by, you know, where they come from. So she's kind of already doing the diligence. So if I just came around and kind of did the same thing, not only would it feel unintuitive to me, but I feel like I'd be ripping off Into the Frame, and I don't really want that on my conscience. I'd be annoyed. Not to mention, there's just other things I could be doing in terms of making content that I just don't do because I hate the thought of it. Like right now, how I'm trying to do a commentary, that's something that I was kind of trying to do for a while that I ended up just kind of running away from very consistently because I hate the sound of my voice being replayed. That really, I do need to get over my fear, which is why I'm making this video. A nice little quick commentary. I'm trying to also get the skills of multitasking. I say that because I can't exactly commentate and play Fraymakers yet. I've tried, and it hasn't been the best because like I said, I'm only going against pro players. If I drop my guard for 2 seconds, I'm gonna get laser wave dash side B back aired by J-Man or forward air spammed by any Octodad player. It's just not gonna be fun. Like In no aspect of the word is it going to be fun trying to make commentary when I'm just getting my butt whooped because I decided to try to be funny in the middle of basically a tournament between two people. This is kind of me still trying to subsidize that and make a commentary. And I feel like one of the things I'm doing in this commentary that I want to continue doing is being conscious of the awkwardness, because dude, if you know me in real life, you know, like, when it comes to awkwardness, I kind of get around it, like, decently well. Like, I try to make a joke about it, this, that, and the third, but when I'm alone with my thoughts and I'm thinking about an awkward time, I turn into a raisin. Like, I genuinely cringe. It's bad. And the worst part is the fact that I know how to edit my videos, and I still am so scared of, like, making commentary mistakes. Like mispronouncing a word or forgetting something and then never remembering it by the end of the recording. And low-key, especially since it's the new year, I'm kind of gonna force myself, like physically force myself to try to get over this fear of simply not making commentary videos. Because like I said, it's not exactly the love for the game, to be frank. I still love Fraymakers. Fraymakers is still my favorite platform fighter that I've ever seen and played, by the way. It's glazed, yes, but like genuinely, I've played Brawlhalla, I've played Ultimate, I've played Melee, I've played Rivals of Ether. I haven't played Rivals 2, but I also have no money to buy Rivals. But I played a few platform fighters, definitely not all of them. There's people in the community who basically played all the platform fighters, so they know why this one's their favorite, why they put so much time into this one. But I just know, coming from Brawlhalla, as like basically a diamond player, that's like a whole rant that I can get into. But I was basically a diamond player. Brawlhalla got really boring after I got to around Diamond Elo. And now I think, if anything, what's happening to me in Fraymakers is the same things kind of happening. Yeah, the same things kind of happening where I'm only going against good players, basically. I have to try my butt off just to get a cool clip. And, you know, like that's not exactly the problem, if anything, having to try. But in Brawlhalla, trying was... and like optimal gameplay was much more frustrating, to the point where I took the game a little too seriously, and then I started beating myself up about taking the game too seriously. It was like a whole mess. I'm a mess. And so with Fraymakers, especially since it's still a new game and there's so much content that's planned to come out and everything, I'm so down, ready and willing to make content on the game. Will other character videos come ever? I don't know. There's a lot of content that I want to make, especially surrounding Fraymakers, that I just haven't done yet, because like I said, some of it's outside the comfort zone, and I kind of got to suck it up and do something about it. Anyways, hopefully I can man up for like 20 seconds and actually get that content out that I want to see. Wait, that's really just my rant. Oh, I think my mouse just died. You know what the thing with me is I'm pretty good at conversating. Like, knowing me in real life, but I'm very good at conversating, but because of how outside the comfort zone talking to physically nobody is, I am very bad at it. I mean, like, I guess I'm technically talking to whoever's clicking on the video, but I can't just sit in my room and talk to physically nobody. So I tried to do these videos with like friends in the voice calls, but if you ever tried that, it gets pretty off topic pretty fast. And you know, if I'm trying to play a single player game too, it only gets worse, really, because they're doing their own thing, talking about their own thing, and I'm like, guys, Minecraft. One thing that also happened is I think I record for too long as well, and then I start feeling awkward, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, you know what, video's chopped, it's cooked, we're done here. Instead of not doing that, like I said, I literally know how to edit. I could just cut the whole thing at the end out, but sometimes I would just be like, it's cooked, there's no saving this. And so like I said, I feel like this year I'm gonna try to get around that, and I feel like I just want to make commentary. Like, I feel like it's gonna still be Fraymakers related. Like, I feel like you're either gonna have gameplay in the background, or like it's gonna be like what Into the Fray does, where they're talking about the state of the game. Because I feel like state of the game has been a topic for like ever now. Everybody talks about where they think the game's going, how good they think the game's gonna be, how bad the online is, and I've definitely put my thoughts in the official server. You know, I want to make videos like that. But like I said, every time I would make videos like that, commentary, I feel like one I made like a tier list like twice or 3 times about Fish's movesets that I just ended up not using because I thought, oh well, nobody cares. So I kind of just chalked it up to that and called it a night, and then I lost that war. I want to start making videos like that. If anything, I think in the future I'm going to, I feel like this year, by the way, when I say in the future, I want to make a lot of commentary. Like, I think I'm gonna try to shoot for like twice a month type of commentary where I just talk about what's on my mind when it at least comes to frame makers, because I feel like that's what I'm gonna try to center my channel on. At least in the recent times, we're gonna try to do that, because montages take too long, and I feel like it's slightly too much mental strain. I think I'm gonna do diligence. All right, I'm gonna end the recording here. I'm gonna be conscious. I'm gonna end the recording here. I'm gonna sync the recording, okay, and then I'm going to edit it today. Cause like I said at the beginning, it was like 4 o'clock when I started. It's about 5 now, so I'm gonna stop the recording here. I'm going to edit and upload it in the next 2 days, cause I still gotta draw the thumbnail, which is something I want to do more. I want to draw more because my drawings dithered in quality because I kept going on breaks and stuff, and I hate the thought that it dithered in quality. So I want to draw more. That's just another thing I want to start doing. Anyways, thank you for watching to the end. If you did, there's probably like 2 people who watched to the end, and if you did, you're very cool. I want you to smooch me right now. Like and subscribe.